Hi knitters, it's Mimi with Pastiche Knitwear. Today's tutorial is on tinking or unknitting your work. Tink is a term that you will hear and it's just knit spelled backwards. So that's what we're going to be doing is we're going to be unknitting stitches, both knit stitches and purl stitches, and I wanted to show you how to do that. Now to begin, let's look at what we're doing here. The stitches that are up on the needle are the ones that we want to be taking away. So I don't want to bring my needle into them because they're going to go away. I want to bring my left needle tip into the stitch one row beneath, directly under the stitch that I'm going to be undoing. I'm going to bring my left needle tip in the front of the stitch, right in here. This one on the edge is a little loose, don't worry about that. Now drag that stitch off onto the left-hand needle. Gently tug on the live end and that stitch comes undone. We've unknit, taken out one stitch. So let's do the next one. I'm going to come right into the center of the stitch. If you'll see right above my thumbnail, you can see the stitch looks like a V. I'm going to be coming right into that open spot, the white space in between those two legs with my left needle tip. Drag it off onto the left-hand needle. Gently tug on the live end. Let's look at the next one. Coming right in the center of the stitch. Now knit stitches are pretty easy to read. Come right in the center because the yarn is in the back. The live end is hanging on the back side. When we get to the purl stitches, it's going to look just a little bit different, but the action is the same. Bring the left needle tip in the center of the stitch, drag off onto the left-hand needle, and pull on the live end to undo. Okay, so we've gotten to the end of all of our knit stitches. Now we're going to be doing the purl stitches. Nothing about this really changes, except I'm going to bring the yarn forward because just as when we're purling the yarn is in front of us, it's easier to undo these with the yarn in front. Now I'm still going to be coming in the front of the stitch, but as you see, the live end is also coming out the front of the stitch. So I find the easiest way to do it is I put tension on the yarn, I drag it off to my right hand side because I'm an English knitter, and I'm going to bring my left needle tip in the front of the stitch, but I need to, what that means is I kind of have to scoop under this left leg to get in the front. Pull it off onto the left hand needle, pull, and that stitch has come undone. So nothing changes. I'm still coming in the front of the stitch, but it's a little harder to read because the yarn is coming out of it and I need to come sort of scoop underneath that stitch. Pull it onto the left hand needle and undo. Now one thing that I want to caution you is you do not want to use your left needle tip and come in the back of the stitch like so. Especially on purl stitches, it seems a little more intuitive to do that, easier to do, but let me show you what happens when that happens. If I look at the stitch now on my needle, I can see that is an improperly mounted stitch. It's backwards. So I'm going to just fix that. A properly mounted stitch has the front leg leading, not the back leg. So that's why you always want to come in the front door when you are unknitting or tinking your stitches. Okay. And I'm just going to work to the end. Once you get comfortable with this, this really does just toot along. The last one, just scoop in underneath there and pull that off. And that's it. So I hope this helps you, and as always, if these videos do help, please consider subscribing to my channel. Have a great day. Thanks.